Hello, and welcome to Student Voice. I'm Daphne Davidson. Choosing the right college is one of the most important decisions of your life, and Chattanooga State wants to be one of your choices. We offer our students a wide range of programs, student organizations, athletic events, and an attractive campus. Our recruiters provide information you may need to better understand services and opportunities provided by our college. With me today is Ryan Tate, and what are the greatest things at Chattanooga State to show off on tours?
Well, when I'm giving my tours, I think the best thing is honestly the people. I feel like a lot of my tours are based around high schoolers coming here middle of the day. Usually it's early in the morning, so they might not as be so bright and happy and ready to actually do the tour. But once we get them here, we introduce them to different students. We introduce them to our faculty and staff here at Chat State. I think it helps a lot. I think a lot of our programs, especially the ones in Tennessee College of Applied Technologies, help because it's not just a basic classroom with desk or anything. If you're going to a barber school, you're just in a barber shop and that's your classroom. Same for cosmetology, collision auto repair, welding. So I think once they see that and they get a new perspective of, I can still get a degree or a certificate, but it doesn't have to be in a classroom setting.
Right.
I think once they see that and they talk to our students about what they do, how classes are structured, picking your classes on what days. I think it helps a lot with them to actually identify with Chattanooga State and want to come here.
Right. So what are some of the students' or parents' comments about our campus after seeing it?
I get a lot of questions about us being a 4-year, even though we are just a community college. I think on the scale of typical community colleges across the country, we have a lot of different resources and programs that aren't offered. We have a great plant ops department that keeps all our landscaping together, so it's always beautiful. And we get a lot of questions about housing and meal plans. And I think that just goes to show how Chattanooga State is structured. With the programs and resources that we have, you would think that you're coming here getting a 4-year education, but you can really just come here, get your certificate, get your associates, and then go anywhere from here.
Okay. How do we go about reaching out to potential students in high schools or reaching out to adults coming back to college?
So it's kind of like a two-parter. I know with us in recruiting, we spend a lot of our time working with Hamilton County directly. So with having open houses here, like we did our registration resort, where we had about 600 kids come out to the campus to get registered for the fall classes in the fall semester. But we're also working with our gateway schools in Hamilton County. Our recruiters, they go from just the Hamilton County schools to surrounding counties like Ray, Bledsoe, Grundy. So I think it's just going to them, meeting them where they're at, and letting them know what we have available. I think that's a big part of it. Being in close contact with our counselors in the high schools, letting them tell us what the kids need and how we can better support them. Okay.
And then what are some of the success stories of past students that you love to share? What is just one of your all-time favorite?
So I'll give two. One, I won't necessarily say it's a success story because they're still with me, but this group of student workers that I have working with me now, they are amazing. For the most part, they are all new. I had 2 returning, and the rest were all new, but they caught on to everything so quickly. They are doing tours. They are helping our students, answering questions, walking people to the classes. So I just think in the short amount of time that they've had from their training, and just a month or 2, and they are just running with it and coming up with different ways for us to reach out to our students. I think that is great, and I'm glad to have them. I'll say another one, I was given a tour over the summer. And usually my target audience is high schoolers about to graduate coming here. But this particular one, I had a mom who brought her 3 kids. I'd say probably 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. So very young, not coming to college anytime soon.
Right.
The oldest daughter, she was on the spectrum, so she was autistic. So she was very shy when we first started the tour. And she wasn't saying that much as we were walking, but I finally got her to kind of open up, and I was asking, well, what would you want to maybe do? And she mentioned that she might want to do like computer animation or video games, or maybe like even like engineering. And so we have CETUS, which is our engineering building, and we have a lot of great programs over there. One in particular is the GCDI, which Hamilton County students actually use, and they have like 3D printers, and they make a lot of stuff. They can do a lot of animation on the computers as well. So just on a whim, I didn't know if anybody was going to be over there, but I was like, let's just go and we can see it.
Right.
And as soon as we walked into the GCDI classroom with like a ton of kids, she just lit up. She took straight to the professor, asking her about different career paths, and you could see like her opening up and the excitement coming on her face. So it's probably like one of the greatest tour experiences I've had, because we connected her to something that she identified with, and now maybe in a couple years we'll be seeing her walking around on campus.
Right. All right, well, thank you so much for your time, Ryan.
All right, no problem.
That is it for this episode of Student Voice. If you would like to come tour our campus and meet these fine people, visit chattanoogastate.edu/recruiting. Have a great day.